In 44 seconds here at East End Park on the way to a 4-1 half-time lead, and it's fair to say he hasn't stopped since, not just during the first half but during the half-time interval as well. He's keeping himself sharp, keeping himself ready. He's taken a few knocks in that first half. He is set to resume, but even if he goes off, Celtic have the likes of Shinzuki Nakamura, Stephen Pearson, Alan Thompson and others to come into the play in the second half should they so desire. They don't need much help at the moment. 2 for Zurawski in the first half, 4 against Dunfermline this season. John Hartson on the mark as well, his 17th of the season after Petrov's opener. It's 4-1 Celtic. What is the scoreline about to become? Artur Boric is happy they're going in at the other end because he certainly was responsible for Dunfermline's equaliser. What will Jim Leishman have planned in the second half? 4-1 down, back to Mark and John.
Well, they might want to bring on Lilian Thuram at centre half, and they might want to bring Zidane into midfield, but he can't do that. So it will be a question of playing for pride and determination, and it'll be a real character test for these Dunfermline players in the second half.
The one thing they have to do, Joe, is pick the work rate up. They have to be closer to the ball. They have to be competitive. If not, as the boys said at half-time, this could be a cricket score.
This is Zurawski under pressure from Andy Todd, a bit overzealous that time. Todd is not a player who likes to be on the losing side, but their home record in Dunfermline this season is appalling. Before today, they had lost 26 goals in 13 home games. That's 2 at a time. Now it's 30 and 14 and perhaps rising. And that perhaps tells the story about why they are so badly placed in the SPL. Here's Maloney. Tackled well by Mason. Corner kick to Celtic. Sean Maloney desperate for an opportunity to show his quality in the second half. The way the game ran in the first half, he didn't have an awful lot of opportunity to do well. Not much possession. Seemed to favour the other side of the pitch for the most part. Clearance away there is by Craig Wilson. It's Telfer. Boric has all the time in the world to pick out Mark Wilson, that more familiar right-hand side of the field. Temporarily, I suspect. Pulling the corner kick. Here's Zurawski. Turning away from Wilson. Misunderstanding there between Keane and Petrov. That's one for Campbell to chase. The long stride of Baldy gets to the ball first. They had to play the ball. It was going to be Dunfermline's ball, whatever they did. Right from the African Cup of Nations with Guinea, they lost the quarter-final to Senegal. Missed 5 matches for Celtic while he was away. Manis. An awkward one to take, and he's conceded a corner kick. Well, this will be one of the all-time comebacks if Dunfermline could do anything about this 4-1 deficit in the second half. Mark Burchell with a big scoring hope for the Celtic man. Headed away was by Petrov, going to perform both in defence and in attack quite clearly. This is Todd back to Young. Wilson helps it on, and Andy Campbell caught just offside.
Just drifting into that offside position there. How many times has that he's been caught offside? Just have to work a little bit harder at that. Just laziness, just drifting into there. Must have been half a dozen times in the first half. Very frustrating.
Came off the head of Hartson. That's played forward by Wilson, but cut off easily in midfield. There's Keane and Petrov together. Now Lennon. Balde to Keane. Pressure applied there by Wilson was fair. Keane needed the help of Lennon that time. That's unusual. But you do have the feeling that Roy Keane could be smoking a cigar in midfield in this match.
It's the case. You know, things become very, very easy for a player of his quality. Bad things start to come into your game when it becomes that easy. There's not to be complacent about.
Lennon forward, good movement from Keane, great position he's taken up, trying to set up Zurawski. The interception was made by the Dunfermline defence this time. This is Petrov. Now Mark Wilson. Maloney. The runner is Keane, would you believe, but he won't get to that. Showing his appetite for the game still. Yeah,
he made a few of those runs in the first half. Not afraid to make the runs behind fullbacks. Even in the twilight of his career, that's where he's made his name. And then bursting runs.
Helped on there by Simmons. That's Butchell, but didn't realise that Campbell was so far out of reach. Well, no obvious change tactically by the Dunfermline, except to push Darren Young into the centre of midfield. Simmons on the right now. Mason and Young are the midfield pairing in the centre. Craig Wilson here is on the left-hand side. Some faint appeals for handball as the pass is cut off easily by Balde. Petrov under pressure from Zimbanari. To hurry as Campbell closed in. So I wonder about that change, putting Darren Young in the centre. Is there some thought that perhaps they weren't competitive in there?
I would have thought so. I think that's where the big fault has been, especially towards the end of the second half there. Not competitive enough. Far too much space. And there's somebody in there that's going to be biting.
There's Simmons trying to bite to the tackle on Mark Wilson. He's now playing on the right hand side. Stephen Simmons. Zalmanari's header. Here's Wilson. Asking surely too much of Andy Campbell, I think. Interesting to find a player like that, Andy Campbell, 16 years old, he plays in the Premiership. 10 years on, he has struggled really to move on. Yeah, happens quite a lot, that one.
And then England under 21 player as well, so obviously a fair talent there at a young age.
Oh, that's great charging run by Keane. That's pulling the clock back all right. Very well marked and challenged by McCunney this time. That's good tidy defending by McCunney. Didn't have the happiest of first halves. He did very well indeed there, but that was a real throwback, that charging run from Keane from midfield.
Yeah, showing great energy there, look. Just breaking off Mason. Showing a clean pair of heels again.
Here's Mark Wilson. And Maloney. Oh, shooting chance to Maloney. That's well taken by Halliwell. Held on to the ball well, but Maloney's disappointed with his own finish.
Poor defending again there. And he's going to come in there and have a pop with his right foot. Got to be showing him down the line onto his left. Basic things not being done properly. He's going to get punished.
Craig Wilson going into that long tackle on Roy Keane to try to get the possession. The ball in play. No respecter of persons, says Craig Wilson.
Didn't see the player, all he could see was the ball.
Yeah, quite right. Wilson looking for the run made by Zurawski. Todd is with him, making sure he comes to no harm. Zurawski thought he was fouled there. The referee's given the throw to Dunfermline. Both the Dunfermline strikers, both Butchell and Campbell, were real teenage heroes with huge futures. Somehow or other, hasn't happened for. That's a bad tackle. Seriously bad tackle by Simmons. It's going to be yellow carded for that. That was just rash, reckless, frustrated player. Well, he's always been a competitor, Stephen Simmons, but this was just unnecessary and does him no credit at all.
Absolutely reckless, that is. Just an out-and-out kick at the player, nowhere near the ball. That's one thing that Dunfermline have got to do, is keep the discipline. Going down to 10 men against this Celtic side. Job's hard enough with 11.
That was my concern. The first half it started to go wrong, that someone would lose the place and make a couple of tackles like that. Maloney's found space. Wilson was charging past him on the outside. With the other ball in. Oh, wonderful ball by Mark Wilson. That merited conversion by Durowski or by Hartson. Great play by Wilson.
Maloney and Wilson again. That's a super ball, just slid behind everybody and beating everybody. Imagine one of those two there. Durowski or Hartson would have made contact with that. To be fair, took Hartson by surprise that he'd actually come that far. Great ball though from Wilson.
Well, the firm are going to make a change, and it's a complete change they're going to make. They're going to take off the speed and liveliness of Campbell. As Wilson heads off Petrov, and they bring on Tarashulski, 6'4" target man.
I wonder what route they'll be going there with him on the park. Pretty direct, I would have thought.
Lay off from Petrov. This is Telfer. Now Lennon. Balde. Quite content to play it all the way back. There's McManus. It's a good pass. Zurawski. Lennon to Keane. Had already established that Maloney was available before the ball arrived. Keane. This is for Hartson. And now I don't think for Zurawski. Well, he miscued it, but it counts the hat-trick for the Polish striker.
Bread and butter stuff. Bread and butter play. It's a training ground. Into your forward. Hold the ball up. Shield the ball. No better than that than Hartson. And that was a formality, even though we had a fumble. Maloney again involved. Hartson strong as an ox, just poking it in there. Mason caught ball watching again. There we go, ball just knocked in there, look. Just off the left foot, onto the right foot. Fortunately enough, we found the back of the net. Celtic's 5th, and Zurawski's 3rd.
Well, that's a good record. 4 shots at goal, 3 in the net. And Zurawski, of course, going to the World Cup in Germany in summer with Poland. Change has been made during that restart. Tarashulski has replaced Andy Campbell up front. Tarashulski, a Polish striker also, but of a very different variety to Zurawski. Awkward, swirling in the air there for Andy Todd. Well, I wonder if anyone was told Zurawski what the individual scoring record in the SPL is. It is 5, and the way things are going, he must be a candidate to match that.
And one of those with the 5 is on his way to Celtic next season.
Ah, no, there's a good one. No, those are the 5. Well, there's Marco Negri, there's Paul Sturrock, I think. There was the other one was Chris Boyd,
and the other one was Kenny Miller.
Kenny Miller, of course.
Against St Mirren, I think it was.
Good stuff. Kenny Miller, good start. Here's Roy Keane. Of course, it comes to Maloney. This is Wilson, who'll use his goalkeeper this time. He will also be at the World Cup with Poland. Well, confidence just through the Celtic ranks. Little wonder. Nick on there by the head of Hartson for Zurawski, and this time Andy Todd makes a solid challenge.
There's a bit of lump, Andy Todd, moving him out of the way. And Nakamura just going through the routine, getting himself stretched off. Comfortable 5-1 up now. Great time to come on as a sub.
Good pass from Maloney. He's played some very good balls in the second half. Careless one by Telfer, read by Craig Wilson. Well, I'm sure Jim Leishman and Craig Roberts, they just can't wait for the match to end now.
Can't see past this at the moment. Jim Leishman You're looking at 5. I'm going on 7 at the moment.
That's good play by Todd.
58 minutes gone, and 5-1 down at home.
Well, it's very difficult for these Dunfermline players. They need some real leadership. Jim Leishman can only look on now. I would say it's been let down by individual mistakes in his team, and that's made life very difficult indeed.
Yeah, some sloppy play, communication problems at the back. Some players just not doing the basic stuff right.
Zurawski getting his first hat-trick for Celtic.
Just a little right hand to the left and then back again, with a little smile on his face.
Well, I'm not convinced that he'll stop at 3 this afternoon. Goal kick to Celtic. And a chance to freshen up and perhaps spell a man like Petrov. Clearly Petrov doesn't want to leave the field, that's obvious.
I think such is the character of the guy. He never wants to come off, plays with the kicks. Got a good attitude, mentally very strong, physically very strong as well, but I just think when you get to this sort of stage of a game, 5-1 up, precaution, business end of the season, is going to be required for the run-in.
So Taraszulski now up front, but not getting much service. Man of the match competition still to be won, and obviously there are one or two very strong candidates. There's one of them. There are the numbers to call, a text address to use. If you agree with Mark Hadley, you may win a signed shirt from that man of the match. Offside flag up against Mark Burchell, I think. John Gilmore, the linesman, and the assistant on the side, spotting Burchell.
Spot on that.
Dion Dublin will get a chance here shortly. No, it could possibly be John Hartson who's given the rest. Going to make changes too. Dunfermline, they're not satisfied with where they are. They're going to make some alterations very shortly. And another offside decision, this time against Taraszulski. His 21st appearance for the Dunfermline, still to open his account. Offsides, shocking. Wilson playing it inside there. Craig Wilson playing out there on the left-hand side of midfield. It really has been an education for him. He hasn't been by any means the poorest player at the Dunfermline side either. He's not done too badly at all, with the tide flowing against his team, showing good spirit, good ability. Off the head there of Taraszulski, it reaches Wilson. Taraszulski with Balde. Taraszulski, shooting chance on there on his left foot, but couldn't catch it properly. Full of effort in the former Yeovil striker. Dion Dublin will come on. Off goes Hartson. He's done enough for the afternoon. He's resting.
Afternoon's work. Hartson's goal, customary goal for John Hartson, 17th of the season. Had a hand in a couple of other goals as well.
Alan Thompson gets out on it too, I think, shortly. He's coming on. Hasn't happened yet, but Roy Keane is the player who may be rested also. Free kick there, the challenge by Mason on Zurawski. This is Maloney. Off goes Wilson again, McCunney with him, former Dundee United teammates. Clearance by Halliwell. Bryn Halliwell was at Wimbledon at the same time as John Hartson. Here's Alan Thompson now, preparing for action. Now it's Paul Telfer for Celtic. It's all changed now. They're going to see Frederick Dakin shortly coming on for Dunfermline to make his debut. What a time to make your debut. 5-1 down at home. Welcome to the match. Dublin managed to get that back there to Petrov. Zurawski won't get there either. Halliwell. There's McCunny, closed down rapidly by Maloney. Simmons made a good angle for him. It's one for Burchill to chase. Disappointing first touch.
Yeah, not set. Just coming off his defender with pace and not setting himself for the ball coming into him. Just a poor touch. I think sums Dunfermline up for the majority of this game.
Header by Zambonardi. This is Tarashulski. Young. Craig Wilson. Now it's Zambonardi. Good movement offered by Young. And the man going back was Neil Lennon. Sharp tackle. So Dunfermline simply on a mission to preserve pride, not a complete humiliation. Any more goals, I think, would result. I think it would justify to talk about that if they lost any more, Mark.
Well, the way Celtic are going, I think they could score as many as they want if they really turn the screws.
A good block by Wilson from Darren Young. Young's headed down. This is Simmons. Eased off the ball by Maloney. Free kick to Dunfermline.
Wilson and Henry Todd marching forward. Tarachulski on the far post, three big lads.
Every Celtic player back inside the box to defend. It's played wide there for Burchill. That's a good effort. Much better effort by Burchill. Well, Boric complaining about the wall, but I don't think he had really much to complain about.
No, he was still lining the wall up. He was on holding the left-hand post there. The referee blew the whistle. Just scrambling across there.
Craig Wilson's going off, and Frederick Dakin comes on. The replacement, Dakin's debut it is. 4 appearances he had for Hibernian. Played last season for Rouen in France. Celtic, it's Alan Thompson for Roy Keane. I suspect Roy Keane will make for the dressing room. There he goes. Dakin, first involvement. Chased there by Lennon. Good tackle by Lennon, well timed.
Another good game, Lennon today, coming on from his Old Firm performance. Steady Eddie. It's John Hartson on his way back.
He's got a nice back there on his ankle, above his ankle. Well, Dublin guilty of a push, surely. Yes, the free kick has been given. A push there on Scott Wilson. A smile from Dublin. He knew perfectly well what that was all about. 36 years old now, Dion Dublin. He's played many games this season with Leicester City at centre back. Mason flights it in, straight to the head of McManus. Here's Zurawski. Here's a chance for Darren Young. Good save by Boric. Well, Young's composure was admirable there. He took his time, make space for the shot, steadied himself well.
Yeah, did well here. He broke behind the defence, stayed cool onto his right foot, but again, reactions to the second ball. Nobody reacting.
Zurawski chases the pass from Maloney. Too high for Dion Dublin. Well, Zambonardi giving a very difficult ball to his goalkeeper. Here's Dakin, who's playing on that left-hand side of midfield. Tarashulski now. Good turn there against Balde, but he won't run away from him, that's for sure. And Balde's penalised. A bit of wrestling there with the left arm.
Balde's gone up against his matching physical stature here. He's a big, strong boy, Tarachulski.
Oh, thought Baldy would welcome that kind of opponent, actually, a tall striker. The one he doesn't want to play against is the small
nitty guys.
Player,
yeah.
It's played in by Darren Young. Couldn't get that past Telfer. Poor delivery. Now McCunny. Darashulski gets up there, across the corner for Baldy. Dublin completes the clearance. Breaks there from Mason. Darashulski helping out for Dakin. Not a bad attempt, first time by Dakin.
Good technique there from Dakin. Ball floated into the far post. A flick on the first time side foot volley. So captured at the second attempt there from Budic.
Oh, there goes Petrov. Great ball it was from Zarafsky, and excellent reading of the play by Bryn Halliwell and goal for Dunfermline. Otherwise, they were badly exposed again. Here's Tarashulski. Well, Celtic have certainly demonstrated a bit of complacency in the last 15 minutes or so.
Just allowing Dunfermline to come back into this game.
Simmons taken in the back by Balde. Nasty big challenge that from Billy Balde. Left a little word with him.
Right into the back, no chance of winning the ball there. Lordy, a clumsy challenge. A card-free challenge anyway.
No yellow card for that. Here's Burchill. Well, a major disappointment, that delivery from Burchill. Hasn't had the happiest of matches against his former club. Missed a penalty here too in August against Artur Boric, remember? Shake of the head from Jim Leishman. The woes of management of the SPL when the resources are very limited. So Lord Strachan not happy at all about the way his team have dropped the pace and the standard.
Trying to get to the knockdowns, to the second balls. Get the game lifted up a little bit. Understandably, Celtic have taken a foot off the gas at 5-1. Shouting the odds from the sideline, is not pleased.
Here's Simmons. McCunny, Simmons again. That's for Dakin to come in the far side. Good knockback. Good attempt by Darren Young. Much better play from Dunfermline.
It's a better play all round. A great knockback there from Dakin. Darren Young just missing the left hand post. Super run, super support. Something that was lacking.
Well, look at the shot count there. 12 shots from Dunfermline to 8 from Celtic. There's a real statistic, only 4 on target. Offside against Tarashulski. Lennon in a hurry to keep the game flowing. Here's Telfer now. Zarafsky surely offside. Yes, the flag is up. Well, changes in a side when it's going well sometimes can have the effect of just dropping the kind of momentum, doesn't it?
Yeah, continuity, players coming in and moving out. That's one of the worried faced. 5-1 up. I think he's just disappointed that his team has taken his foot off the gas. He knows there's more goals to be taken here if they just keep the tempo of the game up. Stop the passing game at the moment. It's allowed Dunfermline to get themselves a little foothold into this game.
Well, Boric has had some work to do in the match. It's remarkable to think that in a 5-1 lead, but he has had to earn his wages this afternoon. Flick on from Petrov. Zarafsky holding it up for Lennon. That's Telfer. Zarafsky's onside this time, no doubt about that. Dublin waits in the middle. Maloney's joining him. So too is Petrov. That's from Maloney. Oh, that's a classic by Maloney. Sheer brilliance.
What a technique that is. Absolutely delightful. He's put his socks off this afternoon. Got up there with the support. And that is a top quality finish. We say players concentrate, strikers concentrate more when they get tired on the finish. This is a boy full of concentration. What a technique that is. The goalkeeper, absolutely no chance whatsoever. Zurawski with the ball up there, just hanging it up. Bang.
Well, I
What
didn't
a
think we'd
strike.
see a contender to match Jim Hamilton's volley against Celtic at Fir Park a few weeks back, but that's certainly one.
A delight, absolutely fantastic goal there from that young man. 10th of the season, into double figures.
Well, he wasn't so heavily involved in the first half, but he's done very well in the second half, and that caps off a very good performance.
You'll be delighted with that. Nice little smile on his face. There's still no smile on that face.
Well, the match is the biggest away victory of the season. It's 5-0 at Livingston, 6-1 here, and the game's not over. Well, just trying to get a seat there beside John Clark on the right, and Shunsuke Nakamura saying, what do you fancy?
So do you fancy a bit? Do you want to pick up your appearance money or what?
Just trying to remember. Then there is one substitute to go. What do you think? Can you do some damage out there, or do you want to stay wrapped up on the bench? Nope, there's the answer. Good for you. Wants to play. I'm looking for the interpreter. I can't see him. Can you? Well, how often that happened to you, Mark? Of course, you never were on the bench ever, I suppose, but when the managers go and say, how do you fancy it? Do you want to go on?
I can't remember being on the bench. Unfortunate. I can remember being taken off once for a rest. I wasn't too pleased about.
Lennon to Zurawski. The layoff goes wrong. It's a throw to Dunfermline. Well, here comes Nakamura, and I wonder, surely it's going to be Petrov. Yes, it will be Petrov. I must say, I would have thought Petrov should be wrapped up in cotton wool to make sure he's able to play in the big games. Maloney now has Wilson outside him. Here's Maloney. Well, the biggest SPL win of the season, I think, was Hibs 7, Livingston 0, wasn't it?
Plenty of time for the 7th to come, I think, here.
Zurawski's offside, just misjudged that slightly.
I tell you, Zambanardi all the time is the one that's getting hung in there. That's a very, very close decision again.
He doesn't agree anyway, that's for sure.
Every time that one comes up, Zambanardi's the man.
Well, just in the side, of course, understanding can't be there the same way. Here's Wilson. Wilson now to Dublin. Asking too much of him, telling him he should have been further forward. In other words, it was your fault, not mine. Good turn by Tarashulski. Shooting chance perhaps. Dakin on the left with space. Well, allowed the challenge from Telfer. Frederick Dakin. So Darren Young with the cross to take the corner kick, rather than taking the penalties, which he's taken so adroitly this season. He's the penalty man for Dunfermline. Bowden's got a touch on that. Keep the ball out. Here's Dakin. Now McCunney. It's one inside the box there by Dublin. Good defensive header that. This is Maloney, and now it's Delan Petrov. Looks up for the options inside, may go it alone. That's a very well-timed tackle by Zambanardi. Shunsuke Nakamura waits for the chance to come on. This is Alan Thompson. All too easy now for Celtic. Has been for some time. certainly since the third goal went in. Create that 2-goal cushion for the first time. Second thoughts on the Celtic bench. Nakamura's got his top back on. Maybe they're going to leave things as they are.
No, I think he's just getting too cold. He's been standing there for about 2 or 3 minutes. Just keeping him warm.
Chinese cross. Turned back there by Telfer intelligently without using his boot. He waits for the chance. Did last season for Regina in Italy. It's going to be very cold out there too, as you know. What? Petrov. Zamonari got a touch that prevented the ball reaching Zurawski. Oh, that's dreadful play there by Andy Todd, and Dublin had a chance to open a Celtic account there.
Just taken him by surprise here. Believe that they actually come to that. Yeah. A chance there for that man to get his first goal.
Oh, very tired swing at the ball there by Andy Todd. Now Nakamura is coming on to replace Petrov. You can usually tell a team with the quality on the bench, and Nakamura certainly offers plenty of quality. As Alan Thompson, Dion Dublin.
Super game. That man, Petrov.
Foul by Zambonardi on Dublin. Off goes Petrov to the dressing room. And off goes some Dunfermline supporter, disenchanted. A few more of these have left also. It is remarkable, I think, there have been more shots at goal than Dunfermline than Celtic have, and they're down 6-1.
Yeah, more shots. Caught offside more times than not. You know, so they've had phases of offensive play, quite a bit of it.
Good turn by Lennon, very good turn. Now the pass is important. He's picked out Maloney very well indeed. Maloney fancies another shot at goal, I think. Didn't quite catch that. That's Zurawski. Maloney again, a very neat turn. Lennon. Well, that's what they really would like to see. He scored! Neil Lennon! The first time since December 2001 against Hibs at Celtic Park.
We don't see that very often. That man is completely surprised. The teammates are surprised, shocked, and they're delighted. The 7th one, and a good afternoon's work. At the bottom of all that, it definitely is a Neil Lennon, I think. Yeah, back on his feet. But defending, Jock, is shocking.
It's sad,
absolutely shocking. Nobody pressing the ball. Acres and acres of space, time. Quality players like this on the ball. If he's not going to score, he's going to find somebody that is going to score. But today, answer these chances. And pop you go. Keeper's near post. Well inside the near post. Getting the hand to it, but not enough.
Well, how he enjoyed that.
And now, a smile.
4 years and 2 months since he scored. What a sorry tale that is for Dunfermline. Well, that is the record win for Celtic this season, and it could get worse. Still about 10 minutes of actual play, I think, because there will be some stoppage time to add to the 7 minutes or so on the clock at the moment.
Could we see an 8, Jock?
Aberdeen scoring 7 in 2002 Celtic. That's the first time since then they've managed 7. That's another very good strike by Darren Young, and good goalkeeping by Boric.
Yeah, good football all around there. And Darren Young again hitting the target. A match in Boric, taking it very cleanly.
Man of the match, decision to be made. Now Neil Lennon has become a candidate, I suspect. And these are the numbers to call, a text address to use if you want to nominate your man to see if Mark Hadley agrees, in which case you could win a signed shirt. from that man of the match. Dublin's header wide, looking for Nakamura. An arm was up though by Dublin, so it's a free kick to Dunfermline. Well, sadly for Dunfermline, this now is a humiliation, I have to say. A sorry looking beaten side. Stand behind Arthur Boric, virtually empty now. The Dunfermline supporters have vacated, and it's hard to imagine that they could be blind. Well, Dunfermline, who were in serious European competition very early on, they were in the semi-final in the UEFA Cup in 1969, losing to Slovan Bratislava, who won the tournament that year and losing by the odd goal. And now they're taking a total drubbing from Celtic. Thompson's cross, headed away by Wilson. Here's Lennon. Well, I want the second from Lennon, the crowd. Back with Telfer. Here's Nakamura. Well, he's capable too if he gets a shooting chance. Lennon again. Well, that's good play by Lennon. He's thinking about it. That's for Dublin, is offside. Unselfish play by Lennon. Must have been tempted there by the encouragement of the crowd behind the goal there. The Celtic supporters congregated there.
He's whet his appetite, the goal. He's now playing. Well, there's a striker, Dublin. Offside there. Then they should have taken it on for have another pop there.
Tarashulski helps it on. Wilson retrieves. There's Thompson. Now Nakamura. Turning into Dakin. Zambonade. Now Mason. Strong challenge by Balde on Burchell. This is Thompson. He's offside, Zarowski. Mistimed that. He was offside, no doubt about it.
He knows it. Smile on the face. He's made that run once today. He must have made it 20 times. Sometimes you get away with it.
There's the development behind the goal stand. Laurie McCarthy stand. Virtually empty now. It's packed full of the Dunfermline supporters. Start of the match. Jim Leishman will be taking this very badly indeed. He'll be hurting. There's no doubt about that. Real competitor. The side has simply disintegrated as the match has gone on. Now, can they get some consolation here from the set piece? Alan Young or Mark Burchell, they both their attempts already in the match. Wally Mason deciding or telling people what to expect. Here goes Burchell. Well, shooting practice here for Boric.
Yeah, straight down his throat, pretty comfortable. It's the side he's defending.
Spotlight Europe coming up, 4:20 on Sedana Sports 1. Eintracht Frankfurt against Hamburg. Football entertainment simply doesn't stop on Sedana Sports 1. The layoff by Nakamura. This is Telfer. Dublin. Back it comes to Thompson. Here's Lennon. Forced to hurry there by that little lapse in control. This is McManus. Off goes Zurawski. He's getting the better of Todd for pace. This could be his fourth. It is! 8-1 to Celtic.
It's as simple as it comes and striking. It's a straightforward run. Clinical finish. A man absolutely hot in form. Straight ball from McManus straight over the top. It's as direct as it comes. Great first touch, back across Andy Todd. And a classic strike, back across the goalkeeper, into the far post. Celtic's 8th, and that man's 4th. Super finish.
Well, 15th goal this season. So, Steve McManus has left the field. Dion Dublin's gone to centre back beside Bobo Balde. Cut to the top of the head. They'll be back though because all the subs have been used. Mason's pass, there's Balde's clearance. There's going to be just There's the caption showing the scoreline. Horrific for Dunfermline. It's a real fiesta now for Celtic. Every attack threatening to produce a goal. And a chance for Burchell. And Boric sorts that out. It's going off his line. Well, the Dunfermline supporters crowd departing in droves. Here's Alan Thompson. Here's Neil Lennon now. Well, in the season 1926-27, Jimmy McGrory scored 8 goals for Celtic against Dunfermline. It's the biggest win against Dunfermline since then. 9-0 was the final score in that match, and I'll tell you what, if the clock doesn't keep on ticking quickly, it could be worse. Well, that's a foul on Lennon by Mason. Here comes Nakamura. There's Maloney. Forward it goes to Nakamura. On his left foot, very dangerous. There, carrying a little safety to Halliwell. Well, Celtic 1-8-1 last week in the League Cup against Falkirk.
See what he was trying to do there, Nakamura. He was just trying to chip the goalkeeper. Ultimately got a deflection.
Well, I think the referee has done Dunfermline a big favour here. He's only added 1 minute to the end of the game because the substitutions themselves would result in much more than that. Here goes Zurawski. Could it be another? Now Nakamura takes over. Could he do the referee? Oh, good block by Halliwell. He's still working hard. Oh, this is just pot shot time. Well, the long ball by Wilson sums up Dunfermline's day. They really have been a sad, broken up team as the game has gone on, and Jim Leishman will be taking this very, very hard indeed. Well, the face tells the story. A proud man, very good manager over many years. He's had to watch his team disintegrate here as Zurawski helps himself to 4 goals. Neil Lennon even manages one. First time since December 2001. Sean Maloney scored perhaps a pick of the bunch with a sensational volley near the end. And Zurawski takes the congratulations of his teammates. He also will take the match ball home. And John Yoxton, the chairman of Dunfermline, grim-faced looks on. The Celtic supporters celebrating the style of Gordon Strachan. He will realise that he was playing against a team which just crumbled in front of his own men. And Zurawski takes the acclaim for his excellent goal-scoring performance. Well, it was pretty bad at half-time. It was 4-1 at half-time. And then Zurawski completed his hat-trick with that one. And then the stunning volley from Sean Maloney, absolutely outstanding. And Neil Lennon drilled that one beyond Glenn Halliwell. But the game not finished, of course, until Zurawski scored. Outpacing Anderton, accuracy and power, and the final score 8-1 to Celtic, and a handshake there from Gordon Strachan. Little wonder about that. But for Dunfermline, they're still in the relegation mix. Celtic march on, 15 points ahead. Dunfermline 1, Celtic 8.